The City of Houston's Housing and Community Development Department's GIS Digital Services introduces you to a digital twin of its urban landscape. Every building has been captured in its current form and allows for visualization of specific locations. Here you see the housing department on Travis to give you a point of reference. And here is where the City Hall Annex is within our digital twin. And the geography can also be visualized as it relates to boundary areas, such as complete communities and council districts. Now that we've been geographically positioned within the digital twin, for this presentation, we're going to focus on areas where our large tract development projects will be developed. First, let's familiarize everyone with the locations we will take. Then we'll take a deeper dive into it for the development scenarios. The first site, which can be seen now, is in near Northside Complete Community. This is the Harder Yards development, which is also in Council District H. Adjacent to this site is the Harder Yards multifamily apartments and some single-family residential households. There is also a transit station directly adjacent as well. The second site is in Council District K. It is located right outside the 610 Loop on Stella Link and Main Street. Adjacent to this site are residential, single-family, and multifamily households, the Harmony School, a recreational facility, and bus routes. The third site is in Council District D. This is the cityscape site between the east side of 288 South Freeway and Cityscape Avenue near East Orem Drive. Directly adjacent to the site is a single-family residential development and a health and wellness residence. We will now take a deeper dive into each site.
ArcGIS Urban is a tool that allows us to evaluate new housing developments or new proposed building under different type of scenarios. Based on different typologies of housing, or if they meet with the codes and ordinates of the city. Also to visualize the impact that each of one of them will have in the area or neighborhood. That way, we can make the best decision on which project is more feasible to develop under a specific scenario. For this exercise, we developed 3 scenarios for each site mentioned. The first scenario that we are evaluating is a development for Harder Yards that shows 100% of single-family units with a townhouse housing typology. The second scenario shows 100% of multifamily units with parking structures. And the third scenario shows a mixed component of single-family and multifamily. The final component that we included is a SketchUp 3D model for each mixed scenario. That way, we can show you a better representation of the development for you to visualize the layout that includes roads, some texture on the buildings, and landscape areas. We replicate these scenarios for Stella Link, 100% single family, 100% multifamily, and a mixed scenario with the final SketchUp 3D model. And finally, the last site, Cityscape, 100% single family, 100% multifamily, and the mixed scenario. Again, showing you a SketchUp 3D model. Now we're going to show you how ArcGIS Urban works. Using the last slide, cityscape. We can see that ArcGIS Urban provides for each scenario a set of metrics, which can be customized to include, like we mentioned before, all codes and ordinances, like Chapter 42 or Chapter 19. For the first scenario, 100% single family, we have up to 600 new inhabitants, 257 new households, 428 parking spots. We are not creating any jobs since we don't have any commercial areas in this side. We also have some other type of metrics that assist us and other city departments like HPW or solid waste, like energy use, internal water use, wastewater, and solid waste. For the second scenario, the 100% multifamily, we have almost 1,000 new inhabitants, 533 new households, almost 900 parking spots, no jobs, and the rest of the metrics. For the mixed scenario, we have close to 1,200 new inhabitants within 614 new households, a bit more of 1,000 parking spots, and the rest of the metrics. As you can see, ArcGIS Urban is a very powerful tool that helps us to understand the impacts of new developments based on city codes and ordinances within the proposed location. And that way, we can make a better decision on how to improve the quality of life of all Houstonians.
We also utilize our capacity to inspect and monitor projects with drone imagery. We follow the same path on every flight at different points in time. This site is Robbins Landing and it's in Council District B. Hawthorne Terrace is a project that is under construction, and we are keeping up with its progress utilizing drone imagery. This also allows us to scan the project and create the 3D model to integrate into the digital twin. In closing, our goal is to integrate all new developments with 3D visualization. Thank you.